Yes, Dr. Golani.
Good morning to all. Welcome to everyone to tuning into today's webinar. I am Dr. Pradeep Bolani, and as the co-convener of this event, I am delighted to see such a diverse and engaged audience. Your participation greatly enriches our conversation and underscores our collective commitment to advancing in our respective fields. I look forward to productive exchanges and shared learning as we embark on this intellectual journey together. SPSR is renowned for its interactive webinars, further solidifying its reputation as the premier platform for ongoing professional development in pharmaceutical sector. I am confident that today's webinar will continue our standard of excellence, offering insightful perspective from an esteemed presenter. Let's take this opportunity to acquire new knowledge, engage actively, and advance our industry. Welcome to everyone. I anticipate a rewarding experience for all the attendees. Thank you for being here. We are gathered today to commemorate the 61st SPSR International Webinar on Advancement in Dosage Forms for Elderly Patients, a distinguished event in the series hosted by the Society of Pharmaceutical Sciences and Research. Under the esteemed guidance of Dr. Shashi Alok, National President of SPSR, the Society continues to play a pivotal role in fostering innovation and advancement in the field of pharmaceutical sciences. The SPSR is committed to the progression and enhancement of the pharmaceutical field through diverse strategies. We aim to facilitate conferences that promote the pharmacy-related initiatives and endorse programs and activities addressing public health issues in India with an emphasis on disease prevention. We also make it a point to acknowledge and celebrate pharmacists whose significant contributions inspire further advancement in our field. Central to our purpose is the commitment to fostering the growth and spread of pharmaceutical knowledge, ensuring a consistent and rich exchange of information regarding pharmaceutical practices and services. By pursuing these goals, we strive to raise both the quality and influence of pharmacy profession, cultivating a proactive and cooperative community. It is our great privilege to introduce Dr. Liew, Associate Professor and Head of Department, Pharmaceutical Technology and Industry, Head of Center, Pharmaceutical Innovation and Commercialization Services, Faculty of Pharmacy, University of Cyberjaya, Malaysia as a distinguished speaker. Dr. Liew expertise greatly contributes to our event, providing a substantial knowledge and insights. His participation is certain to enrich our discussions and expand exploration of advancement in dosage forms for elderly patients. We are grateful for his engagement and anticipate an enlightening session. It is our privilege to introduce Mrs. Monica Sabharwal as the convener of this webinar, who also serves as the National Secretary of SPSR and Managing Editor of both IJPSR and IJP. Her significant involvement and leadership in the pharmaceutical sciences and research communities are indicative of her commitment to the field. We are very grateful for her guidance in today's webinar. I am pleased to invite Mrs. Monica Sabharwal to warmly welcome our distinguished guest speaker, Dr. Liew. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pradeep Gulani. Hello, everyone. I am Monica Sabharwal, the convener of 61st SPSR International Webinar. On the behalf of Society of Pharmaceutical Sciences and Research, SPSR, I am thrilled to welcome you all to today's session titled Advancement in Dosage Forms for Elderly Patients. We are privileged to host Dr. Liew K. Bin, an esteemed associate professor and the head of Department of Pharmaceutical Technology and Industry, as well as the head of Center for Pharmaceutical Innovation and Commercialization Services at Faculty of Pharmacy, University of Cyberjaya, UOC, Malaysia. With his vast experience and expertise, Dr. Bin will take us through the latest advancements in the dosage forms, specifically tailored to meet the needs of elderly patients. This is a crucial area of pharmaceutical research and development, as our global population is aging and there is increasing demand for the effective, patient friendly dosage forms that will improve adherence and health outcome for the elderly patients. In this session, Dr. Ben will explore the challenges faced in the developing dosage forms for the elderly patients, ranging from difficulties in swallowing to the importance of dosage flexibility and the development of formulation that cater to the unique physiological conditions for the older adults. His talk will cover the various strategies employed in this field, such as orodispersible tablets, transdermal systems, and modified release formulations, all designed to enhance the ease of use and effectiveness for the elderly patients. I am delighted to share that we have received more than 2,500 registrations from over 20 countries, showcasing the global interest in this particular topic. Today marks the 61st SPSR International webinar, a milestone in our ongoing journey to elevate the pharmacy profession and contribute to the global exchange of knowledge. The tremendous support and the positive feedback we receive from the participants worldwide motivates our team to continue to deliver impactful content to all of you. As we celebrate our 61st international webinar, I want to take a moment to appreciate SPSR for its relentless commitment to organizing knowledge driven webinars that address a key areas of interest for our audience. The consistent effort to bring a global thought leaders together for sharing their research and insights has made SPSR a beacon of excellence in the field of pharmaceutical sciences and education. The overwhelming positive feedback and the continuous support we receive from our global audience are a testament to value these webinars provide. Before we commence, I would like warmly welcome to Dr. Shashi Alu, our national president, whose visionary leadership has been crucial in impressive transformation of SPSR. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each entire SPSR team whose hard work behind the scenes ensures that these events run smoothly and offer the best possible experience for our participants. Your dedication, coupled with the ongoing enthusiasm and engagement from our audience, continues to create a positive feedback and inspires us to push forward with our mission of sharing knowledge across the borders. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks for the significant contributions made by Dr. Pradeep Golani, the co convenor of this webinar, alongside the organizing committee members and the SPSR team members. Their relentless dedication has been instrumental in bringing this event into future. The seamless execution of this webinar is a testament to the outstanding efforts of our team working behind the scenes. Their dedication to the high quality work and persistent effort have been pivotal to success of every event we organize. My gratitude goes out of each member of SPSR team for their careful management of the detail and enduring enthusiasm that brought this webinar a future. Keep up with the innovation through the SPSR. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for exclusive webinars, expert insights, and the latest research in the pharmaceutical sciences. Join our dynamic community, contributing to the health advancements. Stay updated by subscribing to SPSR YouTube channel and enable the notification bell icon for the instant alerts. Follow our journey in advancing the pharmaceutical sciences for the societal benefit. Without further ado, it is my pleasure to welcome you, Dr. Bin. We are eager to hear from you and gain insights in the field of elderly patients care. Thank you for all to joining us today, and I hope you will find this session both informative and inspiring. Remember to follow us on YouTube. Over to you, Dr. Pradeep Gulani.
I appreciate Mrs. Monica Sabarwal granting me the opportunity to present this webinar. And now we will start with a short introduction to guest profile. Dr. Liew is an accomplished pharmaceutical technologist and an esteemed academic leader currently serving as the head of the Department of Pharmaceutical Technology and Industry at the Faculty of Pharmacy, University of Cyberjaya, Malaysia. His extensive academic and professional background is rooted in his educational journey at University Sains, Malaysia, where he obtained a bachelor's degree in pharmacy and a Master of Science in Pharmaceutical Technology and a Doctor of Philosophy in Pharmaceutical Technology. Dr. Liew had a dynamic career that spans both industry and academia. Prior to joining the academic field, he gained valuable experience working as a community pharmacist and industrial pharmacist. His broad expertise include various pharmaceutical related fields such as the research and development, product development, bioequivalence studies, analytical chemistry, regulatory affairs, and public health pharmacy. His professional journey has provided him with a robust foundation to contribute meaningfully to the pharmaceutical and traditional medicine industries in Malaysia. A recognized expert in the pharmaceutical sciences, Dr. Liew holds the distinction of being a chartered scientist and honored bestowed by the Royal Society of Biology. He is also the registered professional technologist with the Malaysian Board of Technologists. These accolades underscores his professional excellence and commitment to advancing pharmaceutical technology and research. Dr. Liew's research portfolio reflects a keen focus on innovative pharmaceutical formulations and therapeutic advancements. His current research interests include the development of orally disintegrating dosage forms, nanoparticles, micellar formulations, anti-cancer research, and cosmeceuticals. His contribution to these areas have resulted in over 100 publications in international journals, as well as the book chapters, solidifying his reputation as a prolific researcher. Furthermore, he has earned recognition as the trusted peer reviewer for prestigious Q1 journals, including PLOS ONE, Halion, Carbohydrate Polymer Technologies and Applications, and scientific reports. Dr. Liew's research excellence has been recognized through numerous national and international research grants, announcing to over 8 lakhs RM. His groundbreaking work has earned him several awards for innovation, including Best Innovation, Gold and Silver awards at prestigious exhibitions such as the Malaysia Technology Expo and the International Innovation and Technology Expo. In addition to his research achievements, Dr. Liew is a sought-after speaker and has been invited to deliver lectures and speeches at prominent international conferences and forums in countries such as Japan, India, and Indonesia. His contributions extend to education, where he has successfully supervised both undergraduates and postgraduate pharmacy students, guiding the next generation of pharmaceutical scientists. Dr. Liew's dedication to pharmaceutical sciences and education is evident in his continuous commitment to fostering innovation in the industry, while nurturing talent in academia. Through his efforts, he continues to shape the future of pharmacy in Malaysia and beyond. It is with great satisfaction and pride that we declare that we have exceeded 2,500 registrants from globally. showcasing an impressive diversity of countries. Significant attendance is noted from nations including India, Bangladesh, Bulgaria, Canada, Egypt, Ghana, Indonesia, Kenya, Kazakhstan, Kuwait, Malaysia, Nepal, Nigeria, Pakistan, Poland, Saudi Arabia, Syria, and UAE. We are deeply moved by the substantial and varied responses we have garnered. Our heartfelt gratitude is extended to each person who has taken a moment to participate in this significant event. Thank you all for joining us today. Let's make this webinar an insightful and enriching experience for everyone involved. We have our esteemed keynote speaker, Dr. Liew, with us. Welcome, sir. Your insights would be highly valuable, and I would appreciate if you could present them in a speech. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Pradeep Tulani, and also Miss Monica for the introduction. And also, I would like to express my thanksgiving to SPSR as well for this opportunity to speak at this webinar. Indeed, this is my honor to share my knowledge and also experience in the research and development that I involved in the lab, especially for the dosage forms design for the elderly. So I will start with my presentation today by, let me share my slide first. So Pradeep Gulani, can you see my slide
Right, sir. It's visible, sir.
visible? Right.
Visible.
Okay. So today, the title of my presentation will be Advancement in Dosage Form for Elderly Patients. As we all know that the elderly population is actually growing, and there will be more and more needs in, especially in this category of consumers patients. So there's a need to put more efforts to develop and also to advance the dosage form, which is patient friendly for this group of patients. Okay, just a very brief introduction about myself. Okay, I'm Liew from Malaysia. I'm a pharmacist. I graduated from UC Science Malaysia, USM, with the b.pharm, and also I obtained the PhD from USM as well in the area of pharmaceutical technology. I'm a fully registered pharmacist, a certified professional technologist by the m.board Malaysia, and also the chartered scientist recognized by the Royal Society of Biology UK. Okay, in terms of publication, I have published more than 100 publications in international journals and including the book chapters. My current Scopus, my current Google Scholar index is 19 and still growing. Currently, I serve as an associate professor in pharmaceutical technology in the University of Cyberjaya, Malaysia, and I'm also the head of Department of Pharmaceutical Technology of the university. I have 15 years of teaching and plus the R&D experience in the field. Okay, some of my research areas that I'm interested to work in and also are looking for collaborations in case anyone interested will be the formulation sciences, including all types of formulations such as the controlled release dosage form, oral dispersible tablets, cream, gel, the conventional dosage form, and those advanced dosage form as well. The other areas to be the nanoparticles. Okay, I work on the nanoparticles for anti-cancer effect. The taste masking study, because most of the dosage form that I'm working on will be on post oral dispersible, like the phlegm, the ODT. So taste will be something which is important to control. If not, the product that we develop will not have any market value if the taste is very unpleasant. And the last area will be on the drug targeting. Of course, I'm venturing into the cosmeceuticals as well since last year. So in case anyone interested after this talk, feel free to contact me through the email that I will share at the end of this presentation. Okay, so this will be the content of my presentation today. I will start with the elderly population and also the worldwide statistics. And then I will talk a little bit about the general drug delivery systems, comparing the conventional drug delivery systems with the advanced dosage form, especially in terms of the advanced oral dosage forms. So in that case, I will talk about three major ones, which are ODT, oral disintegrating tablet, oral disintegrating film ODF, and also the oral modified release dosage forms. And the last part which I will put in more times to discuss will be on the sharing of my drug delivery research. I think this will be something which you will be more interested in rather than just a general knowledge about the ODD, ODF, things which you can find easily in the literature. So the last part, I will spend more time to talk about my R&D and also my publications, and we see how we move forward with to invite collaborations from different one. Okay, if you look at the elderly population, the elderly population is defined as those older than 65 years old. Okay, and now it represents around 8.5% of the total population. Okay, although it seems like 8.5 is maybe it's not a very big figure to some people, but then this figure is actually increasing. And it is projected to increase to an average of 17% globally. And it is also estimated that a certain part of the western region of the world by 2050, this figure will reach 28%. So it will be a very significant figure. This elder population will grow and will become a significant consumer of medicine. Older individuals are also the largest consumers of the prescription medication. I'm not saying that young people, they do not need medication, but then it's in general, older people, they tend to have more diseases. They tend to have more problems. Like some patients, they might have few diseases like hypertension, diabetes, okay, and a few other diseases. So for example, if let's say one disease, they have to take two medications. So if let's say they have three diseases, then they might have to take six medications a day. So we can assume that this will be the largest population of consumers that taking the prescription medications. Okay, most up to 88% using at least one prescription medication, at least maybe 88% maybe at least using one. But then there are even more, they are taking multiple medications. For example, around 40% using more than five medications, 38% using over-the-counter medications, and 64% also taking the dietary supplements. So older individuals are at increased risk of drug delivery issues since they are the major consumers of taking a lot of medications. If you look at this graph, the elderly population is actually increasing. The graph is never, it will never go down, but but then it's increasing, going up from 2022 to 2050 to 2100. It grows a lot, 10% to 16%, then to 2100. It's projected that one in four people will be over 65 years of age. So if you look at the marketing marketing point of view from pharmaceutical industry, this group of this segment of population will be something that they might be interested to get, that developing more consumer friendly or more medication which are suitable for the elderly population, because this segment is actually growing a lot. Okay, if you look at the drug delivery systems, basically this is a key healthcare advance over the last century has been development of the drug delivery systems. Of course, there are also a lot of efforts like synthesizing the new molecules, developing the new molecule, discovery of new molecules, or some modification. But then there are a lot of efforts that have been into to improve the drug delivery systems. And what the patients want is that they want something which is safe, of course, or something which is safe when you take the medication. It is safe, something which is cost effective. Okay, for certain individuals, they might have cost concern. They are comparing the prices of different medication, even though it's the same, it's the same molecule, but then different brand, maybe the cost is different. So the manufacturer, the pharmaceutical industry, is looking at how to minimize the cost, making a cost-effective medication. Of course, beside this, people also looking for effective medication, something which after taking and solve the disease can help the patients to solve their problems. And of course, this medication should be chemically and also physically stable, can be stored for a long time. Patients take this medication back and store for a long time. In terms of the point of view from the retail pharmacy, from industry, they want something which can be on the shelf for a longer period of time before expiry. Yeah, they're also looking for convenient to use dosage form, something which is convenient, preferably do not have to swallow, do not need water, easily to take without any painful, like taking the injection, a optimal therapeutic benefit, and appropriate mode of administration. So when we talk about the drug delivery systems, basically people looking for something which is beneficial for them, something which is safe, effective, with quality, okay, and also cheap, and also can solve their problems. If you look at the conventional drug delivery systems for elderly, these are the conventional drug delivery systems. They are taking mostly of all these parenteral dosage form, like go to the clinics or hospital, go for injection, IV, IM, SC, or most commonly will be the oral dosage forms like tablet, capsules, syrup. If you go to any hospital, any retail pharmacy, basically all these things are on the shelf, the tablet, capsule, and also the syrup oral dosage forms. But then there are also a lot of disadvantages of all these dosage form. For example, for those parenteral painful injection and need specially trained personnel to administer, the patient cannot just bring the medication back and then they inject themselves beside the insulin needle. Okay, but for others like IV, IM, they will need a doctor, okay, or someone who is a medical professional, like a nurse, to help to inject. So they have to travel to hospital, to clinics for the injection. So it's very time consuming and also not convenient for majority patients. Then for those oral dosage form, the conventional one, some people have swallowing, have choking issue. They find it hard to swallow pill, hard to swallow the capsule and tablet, and also frequent dosing. Some medication requires 3 times a day or 2 times a day, or some even go up to 4 times a day. So if just taking one medication is still okay, but then how about if taking 6 medications and each one have to take 2 times a day? So the frequent dosing will be very, very difficult and complicated for many patients. And of course, the patient unfriendly dosage form, like you need to have a water, like to swallow the tablet, especially for those like traveling, going to another country. So they cannot just simply take the tablet anytime. They need the water. They need a kind of water for them to swallow the tablet or the capsule. So it's inconvenient, it's unfriendly for many patients. So let's look at this topic a little. Okay, the non-compliance. Non-compliance to medication is a serious healthcare issue. Non-compliance means to say that the patients, they know that they have to take the medications. They know that the medication is good for their health, but then they do not comply to the medications due to many reasons. Based on a survey conducted by Dr. Pro et al., 2017, patients over 65 years of age, the prevalence of dysphagia ranges from 7% to 13%. And swallowing difficulty have been reported in about 50% of patients in the nursing homes. So as you can see, many patients, even though some of them, they do not mention it, they do not tell it out, but then many of them actually having the swallowing and also know the fear of choking issues to take the pills. Dysphagia, swallowing difficulty, and fear of choking while taking pills are among the contributing factors to non-compliance. Of course, like sometimes like the dosing frequency, or the bitter medications, or the side effects are also the other contributing factors. But we cannot deny that dysphagia, swallowing difficulty, and fear of choking, these are some of the major issues that many patients are facing, and this contribute to why they are non-compliant to the medication. And this leads to our discussion today, that once oral dosage form. The conventional oral dosage forms are bulky and unstable, like the liquid normally in a bottle, like 100 ml, 200 ml. So it's very hard for them to carry from one place another place, but this is too bulky. And also some medications, some molecules are not stable in liquid form, okay, due to hydrolysis, oxidations, or others chemical reaction that degrading the require water to swallow, like tablet, capsules, or powder. They cannot just directly take it without the water. They still need water. Without water, even though they want to take it, but they cannot take it, and require frequent dosing. So as a result, we have these two new dosage form, the ODT, which is the orally disintegrating tablet, and the ODF, which is the orally disintegrating film, and also some other newer tablet, like chewable tablets. Then the other group will be the modified release dosage form, enteric-coated tablet, standard release tablet. Okay, ODT is also called fast dissolving tablet, FDT, fast melt tablet, oral dispersible tablet. All these are the similar name to ODT and refer to the same thing. ODT are uncoated tablet which disintegrate within 3 minutes in the oral cavity by the definition by European Pharmacopoeia 2009. And basically, no water is required to swallow this tablet because the tablet will disintegrate very fast in the oral cavity, and then the patient can just swallow it. And this is the market potential for ODT. So as you can see here, basically ODT market is actually growing globally. Okay, from 2009 to 2015, 13 billion, and projected by 2025 will be 27 billion of the sales. So this will be something which is very lucrative for the pharmaceutical industry to consider the ODT dosage form. The advantages of ODT: reduce risks of choking, eliminated fear of swallowing tablet, and this is convenient in administration as water is not a must. And then it's also accurate and precise, okay, compared to the liquid dosage form. Liquid, okay, you have to shake it. Or you are afraid that the which is the drug is degraded. But then for solid, this is a more stable, and then this is in unit dose form. Then rapid disintegration leads to fast dissolution, rates of absorption, and also early onset of action, and improve patient compliance, especially for geriatric, pediatric, disabled, and also the bedridden patients. So these are the advantages of ODT. Okay, these are the manufacturing methods, the common manufacturing methods: freeze drying, tablet molding, sublimation, mass extrusion, dye compression, and also the phase transition. So I'm not going to discuss in detail all these methods. Okay, the other dosage form will be the ODF, oral disintegrating film. ODF basically is a very small, thin-sized film. It's like a postage stamp. Then with an active pharmaceutical ingredient or combination of active pharmaceutical ingredient. And then this film will disintegrate very fast within a minute when in contact with water or with saliva in the oral cavity. It's intended to be placed on the tongue, and once this film is wetted by saliva, the film will hydrate very fast and then disintegrate to release the active ingredient for the mucosa absorption and also for the GI absorption after swallowing. Okay, advantages of ODF: large surface area compared to the ODT. Okay, ODT is still in a tablet form, but the ODF, because of this is a flat film, so the surface area is larger compared to ODT, and this will also cause faster disintegration. Can be taken without water, same like ODT. Solution for specific group of patients, especially those are bedridden, those have dysphagia, swallowing issue. Accuracy of dose, the common advantages for all the solid dosage form: stability of drug molecule, flexibility of film. Most of the films are flexible. Means that you can bend it, you can fold it without breaking it. Okay, rapid onset of action, and also this serves as a solution to the non-compliance issue. Okay, the manufacturing method, the two very common one: hot melt extrusion, for those drug which can withstand high heat, okay, still stable under high heat. And for those thermal level or those drugs that cannot withstand high heat, go for the second method, which is the solvent casting method. Okay, the other group will be the oral modified release dosage form. Okay, ODT and ODF are very fast dissolving, fast disintegration, releasing the drug very fast. The other group will be the opposite, to reduce the dosing frequency, which is the modified release dosage form. Delay, standard, enteric-coated, and other delivery systems seeking to improve the stability, efficacy, safety, adherence, and convenience of administration for patients. Okay, modified release drug delivery systems provide an alternative to tablets and capsules and may enable a reduce in the frequency of dosing in older age, improve adherence, and a reduction in the hospital readmission. Okay, let me just introduce one system here. Okay, the oral system. Oral is a unique oral drug delivery system that releases the drug at a zero order. So basically, this oral consists of a tablet core containing a water-soluble drug, and osmotic agents such as NaCl, mannitol, sugars, PEG, carbopol, or polyox. The tablet core is coated with a semi-permeable polymer such as a cellulose acetate. This semi-permeable coating is permeable to water, but not to the drug. So the manufacturer will use a laser drill, okay, to make a hole around 100 to 250 micrometer in size. They created as a drug delivery orifice. Osmotic pressure of the body fluid is 7.5 atm, whereas the osmotic pressure in the oral tablet is around 130 to 140 atm. Aqueous fluid present in the GI tract enters into the oral tablet through the semi-permeable membrane and pushes the drug out through a delivery orifice. And the drug suitable for this will be some drug that which are highly water soluble. Okay, so what happened here is that, okay, you have the drug compartment here, you have the orifice here for the drug to go out, and then this is a semi-permeable membrane. Okay, and then there's the osmotic agent here. So what happened is that the water from outside will go in through the semi-permeable membrane, okay, to enlarge this compartment. And then when this compartment is enlarged, the drug here has a smaller space, and then this drug will be pushed out through this orifice. So this is the general mechanism of how this oral system works. Okay, so the next part will be more interesting. I will spend most of my time talking about on this part that I will share about my research and development experience on drug delivery systems, especially on ODT, ODF, and also on the chocolate-based delivery systems. Okay, so these are the things that I will discuss here. I'll cover in this presentation. Okay, the donepezil oral disintegrating tablet and the film. So this is for the Alzheimer patient. Freeze-dry oral fast melt film containing sildenafil citrate. Okay, another one, the quetiapine fumarate freeze-dry oral fast melt film. And we have a trademark for this product. It's called a Q Soft Roll. So this is for the schizophrenia patient. And beside the ODT ODF, we have actually made in a lot of efforts to develop the chocolate-based delivery system. So we have developed a medicated chocolate that containing the quetiapine fumarate. Because taking tablet, some patients feel like taking medication. So they want something more innovative, some creative. So we make it into a chocolate form. Taking chocolate as a food at the same time is actually a medication to deliver the drug to the patients that require the drug. And the last one is a new project on the probiotics oral strip. Basically, it's an ODF. We name it as a Probimilk. It's also a trademark here. Probiotics oral strip. Okay, I will start with the donepezil ODT first. So basically, this is ODT are uncoated tablets which disintegrate within 3 minutes, and this is a patient-friendly dosage form to improve the compliance. Can be taken with or without water. And this book has actually been published in the Drug Development and Industrial Pharmacies, Taste Mask and Affordable Donepezil Hydrochloride Oral Disintegrating Tablet as promising solution for non-compliance in Alzheimer's disease patients. Okay, the aim of this project was actually to develop a novel taste mask and affordable donepezil hydrochloride ODT with fast disintegration time and stable to improve the medication compliance of Alzheimer's disease patients. Most of the Alzheimer's disease patients are elderly and they are old people. So it's very difficult for the patients to remember to take the medication. And someone, if you ask old patients to take a tablet to swallow it, some might be reluctant to do it. So we have the idea to make the donepezil into ODT form. And then in this project, we are actually comparing the effect of three core process excipients on the ODT form. These three core process excipients are tabletose, folate, and also sterol. Okay, core process excipient means that instead of using one material by one material, you have to develop a tablet. Basically, you require different excipients. You will require binder, filler, diluent, disintegrant, maybe the lubricant, grinders, and others. There are lots of things. So to weight one by one will be very time consuming, and also there might be errors weighing the ingredient one by one. So core process excipient is a concept that to combine few ingredients into a single entity. Mean, for example, to combine a filler, disintegrant, and a binder into a single entity. So using this one ingredient is actually having the function of the three ingredients. So instead of weighing three times, you can just weigh one time using this core process excipient. And this is also a trend of most of the industry that going towards this direction, using a core process excipient rather than the conventional single ingredient. Okay, so in this experiment, basically we are comparing the three core process excipients. We're going to see how these three core process excipients affect the properties of the ODT form. Okay, the preparation method of the ODT. ODT will prepare by the wet generation method, and the super disintegrant was added intragranularly and extragranularly, 20% and 80%. Okay, intragranularly means that the super disintegrant is added before the granulation process, and the extragranularly meaning to say that we add the disintegrant after the granulation process. Donepezil hydrochloride, super disintegrant, povidone, lactose monohydrate, mannitol, colloidal silicon dioxide, and microcrystalline cellulose will sieve through a mesh number 60 of 0.4 mm in diameter sieve. And then the powder was mixed for 5 minutes. Sufficient amount of distilled water was added to form the wet mess. So the wet mess was dried in the oven, and then after drying, we took out and then sieve through again with another mesh. And then lastly, those extra granulary ingredients are added, such as the magnesium stearates, ammonium glycerinates, the sweetener, okay, the menthol, the flavor, and the balance portion of the super disintegrant. Added extra granulary to the granules and then mix. Okay, so these are the formulation. Basically, we are actually comparing different ratio, different amount of stellate, folate, and also tablet dose, okay, in order to compare how these three actually affecting the properties of the OTT form. So I just summarized the major findings from the research. Stellate, folate, and also tabletos are co-processed spray dry lactose monohydrate with better flowability and compressibility. So basically, the major ingredient in these three co-processed excipients are actually the lactose monohydrate. Just that the size and shape is different, and also stylac, besides consisting of lactose monohydrate, also consisting a percentage of maize starch. Yes, Starlight is a combination of lactose monohydrate and the maize starch for ODT application. So Starlight actually has very fast disintegration property. So this is good for ODT application. Industry prefers spray dry grades of lactose monohydrate because of the free-flowing characteristic of the powder compared to the conventional lactose. So if you are familiar with the formulation, I'm sure that you have you know what is a lactose monohydrate and you have already touched and feel the flow of lactose monohydrate. Basically, the flow is not good. But then after freeze drying it into the core process excipient, this folate, stellate, and also tabletose, they have a very good flow actually. The increase in particle size, compressibility, and intermixing of spherical grades are the contributing factors exhibited by these spray dry lactose monohydrate grades. A formulation which possess higher amount of lactose monohydrate and a better flow. And formulation containing tablet dose, which is the agglomerated alpha lactose monohydrate, generally show a comparatively higher angle of repose, mean to say that the flow is poorer, okay, and high index than formulation containing folate. So if you compare tabletose and also folate, which is the folate is actually a spray dry alpha lactose monohydrate. Okay, folate has actually better flow compared to tabletose, and this is mainly due to the size difference, the shape difference. Okay, folate is actually in spherical shape. So spherical shape powder they can actually easily flow compared to tabletose. Tabletose are agglomerated alpha lactose monohydrate. So the shape is irregular. It's irregular. So when the shape is irregular, sometimes it's sharper, sometimes it's spherical. This will make the flow become poorer compared to a spherical flow, spherical shape folate. Constant ratio of folate was smaller than the stellate, indicating that the folate had a better flow property than the stellate. And the difference between the two alpha lactose monohydrate products is the presence of maize starch in the stellate. Okay, hence the flowability of the three alpha lactose monohydrate excipients are in the order of tabletose, less than stellate, and less than folate. So folate has the best flow among these three. Tablet containing stellate as filler show faster disintegration time compared to tabletose. But if you compare the disintegration property, then stellate will have the best disintegration property. Stellate is a core processed lactose monohydrate product consisting lactose monohydrate plus the maize starch of 15% of the maize starch. Okay, maize starch has a poor flowability, but after core processing it and spray dry it, this core process excipient basically generally has a better flow compared to the original two ingredients. Starch is one of the widely used excipient in flavor formulation as binder and also disintegration. So as a result, when you use this excipient called stellate, you can improve the flow, improve the flexibility, and at the same time also having failure and also disintegrant effect. Okay, when the tablet is exposed to water, starch will swell, hence rupture the tablet matrix. So this is the disintegration process of donepezil ODT in a beaker. So basically in 30 seconds, the whole tablet is already disintegrated. Okay. Okay, the other research is on the donepezil ODF. ODF is an ultra thin and flexible strip of postage stamp size film with an active pharmaceutical ingredient or combination of active pharmaceutical ingredient which disintegrate within a minute when in contact with water. And this donepezil ODF was prepared using the Sowen casting method followed by oven drying. And this work has been published in Drug Development and Industrial Pharmacy as well in 2013, I think. Okay, the objective of this study was to develop and characterize ODF, which was prepared using different combination of polymer, plasticizer, and filler. So in this experiment, basically, besides developing the donepezil ODF, we want to study how the polymer synthesizer, and also the filler of the properties of the ODF. Preparation method: HPMC, cornstarch, povidone, MCC, stylac, and crosspovidone will sieve through a number 40 mesh screen. And then the powder will mix uniformly using the geometrical dilution method. Powder mixture was dispersed in distilled water, entered with a polyethylene glycol 400 and glycerin, and then heated at 60 degrees Celsius and stir using a magnetic stirrer for 1 hour. And the active ingredient was separately dissolved in another portion of water and added to the dispersion prepared earlier. The final mixture was stirred for another 30 minutes, and a known amount of dispersion was weighed and transferred into a flat bottom weighing board. And these weighing boards were transferred to an oven and dried at 60 degrees Celsius for 2 hours. So this is the formulation table for donepezil ODF. And basically, we are comparing the concentration of HPMC, different concentration, the PEG 400, the glycerin. Okay, these few ingredients, comparing what will happen when we change the concentration of this ingredient, how will this affect the properties of the ODF form. Okay, so the 5 effects that we are studying: the effect of HPMC at concentration of 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35 mg was incorporated into the various ODF formulation. The effect of PEG 400 at concentration of 5, 10, and 15 mg was used in the preparation of various ODF formulation. And PEG 400 in this case was used as a plasticizer. The effect of mannitol and MCC. Mannitol and MCC at ratio of 3:4, 1:2, and 1:6 were used in the preparation of various ODF formulation. Mannitol was reported to provide body to the flumes when the flumes were too fragile to be handled. Effect of PVP at concentration of 1.5, 3, and also 4.5 mg was used to prepare various ODF formulation. Still, PVP used in this case as the binder. And another plasticizer, which is glycerin. Glycerin at concentration of 1.5, 3, and 4.5 mg was used to prepare various ODF formulation. It's used as plasticizer in the formulation. Okay, the major finding. Okay, how this excipient affect the tensile strength. Among formulation H, J, and K, formulation H, which is a 30 mg of HPMC, at the highest tensile strength, followed by the formulation J, 25 mg of HPMC, and lastly, the formulation K, 20 mg of HPMC. The higher the tensile strength, it means that the stronger the formulation, the stronger the flume it is when the tensile strength increase. So as we can see here, the increased amount of HPMC basically producing a stronger flume. Concentration of PEG 400 increase, the tensile strength will drop. Okay, this is inversely proportional. So when concentration of PEG increase, tensile strength drop. Increase in PVP concentration, increase the tensile strength because PVP is a binder. So when increasing the binder concentration, of course we can predict that the tensile strength also increase. Incorporation of glycerin weaken the tensile strength of the film. This is another plasticizer. An increase in the content of mannitol increase the tensile strength of the film significantly as well. Okay, in terms of the effect, the excipient in film elongation, when the quantity of HPMC was reduced, the elongation at break correspondingly reduced. So when we reduce the amount of the polymer used, then we find out that the elongation property also reduced, cannot be elongate so much or it breaks. Increase in amount of plasticizer like glycerin will increase the film flexibility, will make the film more flexible. Increase in glycerin concentration will increase the elasticity as well. Okay, decrease in the amount of mannitol and increase in the amount of MCC produce film with weaker elongation property. Okay, the effect of excipient on the disintegration time. Okay, decrease in HPMC concentration produce film with rapid disintegration. So when the film is weaker, when you use a lower amount of HPMC, film become weaker. So the disintegration time also become faster, more rapid disintegration. Increase in PEG 400 and glycerin produce ODF with shorter disintegration time. This is because both these ingredients are actually hydrophilic in nature. So when increasing the amount, basically they in the disintegration time as well. Higher amount of PVP leads to longer disintegration time. Yeah, PVP as a binder, when we increase the concentration, we found that the disintegration time also take longer time to disintegrate. Higher amount of MCC leads to faster disintegration time. MCC also has the effect of a disintegrant. That's why increasing the amount, we actually lead to faster disintegration time. Okay, the other part is the third one will be the characterization of oral disintegrating film containing donepezil for uh, Alzheimer's disease. So basically, in this study, we're actually comparing different types of sweetener and also with different concentration on how to mask the bitter taste of donepezil. So this work has been published in APS Pharm. Okay, preparation of ODF, hydroxypropyl methylcellulose, the HPMC, cornstarch, polyethylene glycol, procrystalline cellulose, lactose monohydrate, and cospoidone were sieved through a number 40 mesh screen and mixed uniformly using geometrical dilution method. Then the powder mixture was dispersed in 30 grams of distilled water heated at 60 degrees Celsius and homogenized at 2000 RPM for 30 minutes. The sweetener, flavoring agent, and donepezil hydrochloride was separately dissolved in another portion of 10 grams of distilled water and added to the mixture prepared earlier. And then lastly, after these two portions was added together, the weight was adjusted to 50 grams of distilled water and homogenization was continued for another 30 minutes. And lastly, after this has homogenized, 1 gram was casted onto a film, onto a flat surface weighing board. The weighing boards were dried in an oven at 60 degrees Celsius for 2 hours. The film was removed from the weighing boards and stored in a desiccator. And this is the formulation table. Basically, in this study, we are actually comparing sucralose and also saccharin sodium. Both these are artificial sweetener. Artificial sweetener meaning to say that using very small amount of the sweetener, but then can achieving very, very intense sweetness. Like for sucralose is actually 600 times sweeter than sucrose. So in this case, sucralose, we are using 5 7 mg. Saccharin sodium also using 5 and 7 mg to compare how this will mask the bitter taste of donepezil. Okay, this is the distillation process of donepezil ODF on tongue. Basically, within 40 seconds, all the film's content is disintegrate, okay, completely. Okay, the major findings from this research, mean thickness of the ODF was 0.358 mm. It's a very, very thin film. Folding endurance, an average of approximately 40 times of folding can be folded at least 40 times before it breaks. And mean in vitro disintegration time was 43.83 seconds, so it's less than 1 minute. And the in situ disintegration time, which is the disintegration time in the oral cavity, slightly longer, 49.13 seconds, but it's still within 1 minute. And then the dissolution studies show that 80% of the drug released in 5 minutes, so it's very fast. Because the film disintegrate very fast, so at the end, the drug also released very fast. And from the palatability study, formulation E, which contained 7 mg of sucralose, was slightly sweet in taste. And this formulation E has the highest score and was significantly different compared to other formulation. Meaning to say that formulation E with 7 mg sucralose can actually mask the bitter taste of 10 mg of donepezil in the film. So this is the SCM figure. Basically, you can see that the oven dry film has actually a very solid, very compact surface area, even though it is not smooth. This is a little bit rough, then it's very compacted surface. Okay, and this ODT and ODF are actually, we have sent for an exhibition, the Malaysia Technology Expos in 2012. And then we won a silver medal award during that exhibition. Okay, next part will be application of freeze drying technology in manufacturing of the ODF. So basically, just now I discussed we have produced ODF donepezil using the oven drying technology, okay, which is a very common method of ODF production. So in this part, we are actually moving a little bit further. We are using the freeze drying technology to produce the film. And this one has been published in Drug Development and Industrial Pharmacy as well. Application of freeze drying technology in manufacturing of already disintegrating film. Okay, the preparation method, Apopor and wheat starch were sieved through a number 40 mesh screen, respectively. Apopor was dissolved in 30 grams of distilled water and heated at 60 degrees Celsius with the aid of a magnetic stirrer for mixing purpose. Wheat starch and PEG were then mixed and then added into the viscous polymeric solution and homogenized at 2000 RPM for 30 minutes. And then the weight was adjusted to 50 grams distilled water, and homogenization was continued for another 30 minutes. At the end, 1 gram sample of the final mixture was weighed and transferred into a flat bottom weighing board. Then this has been transferred to two equipment for drying. One is using the oven drying, another is using the freeze drying. And in this research, we are comparing the two methods, oven dry method and also the freeze dry method. How will the dry method affect the property of the ODF form? So for freeze dry method, you have to store it in a freezer at there's a typo here, should be negative 20 degrees Celsius for 2 hours to freeze the sample. The frozen sample with the weighing board will transfer into the freeze dryer to freeze dry under the vacuum suction for 6 hours. And the product that come out is totally different. Although same formulation, but then A is actually the sildenafil ODF prepared using heat dry, using oven dry. It's a transparent film. Using freeze drying, what we got is actually a white color film. White color film. Even though both having the same, exactly same formulation, but then the color is totally different using freeze drying and also using the oven drying. Okay, comparing the SCM figure, on the left-hand side, the A is actually the oven drying, just like the previous research that I mentioned just now. The surface is rough, but it's very compacted. There's no hole. Compared to the second one, the B, which is a freeze drying film. This freeze drying film, you can see on the surface there are actually many pores, many holes. This is because the structure of the film is actually frozen first. Then after frozen it, then we transfer into the freeze dryer. In the freeze dryer, under the frozen state, the vacuum suction suck up the molecule. So when the water molecule break from the surface of the film, it actually left all these holes behind, all these pores behind when the water molecule trying to escape from the surface of the film. That's why the freeze dry film basically has a slightly better disintegration property compared to the oven drying film due to this more porous structure. So we compare the freeze dry and also the heat dry film. Tensile strength, heat dry is actually slightly better compared to freeze dry, okay, because the heat dry is more compact. There's no pores, no holes, so it's more compact. The film is stronger. Folding endurance are roughly the same, but then freeze dry is slightly higher. Okay, thickness, freeze dry is thicker compared to the heat dry film. In vitro disintegration time, freeze dry has a faster disintegration time compared to the oven dry film. Okay, drug content same, and then the taste also same. It's just that the physical property is changed in terms of the mechanical strength, tensile strength, folding endurance, and also the disintegration time. Okay, next I'm moving into another newer research, which is to use the freeze drying technology to produce the fast melt film containing quetiapine fumarate, which is a drug for schizophrenia patients. Schizophrenia patients, some are elderly patients, and also some have some difficulty to comply to medication. And we have written and also to mark this product using the QSoft Pro name. Okay, the problem statement of this research, quetiapine fumarate is only available in the immediate release and the extended release tablet in the market at the moment, and these are not patient-friendly dosage form in Malaysia. Moreover, even with a long-acting injectable antipsychotic available, accessibility of the medication remains a challenge to the patients. Dysphagia issue is also a challenge to the schizophrenia patient in taking the tablet medication. It might cause choking or the tablet not taken as whole. It's challenging for schizophrenia patients to comply to their medication regimen with issues above. So non-compliance is actually very serious and also very common among the schizophrenia patients. And this will cause re-hospitalization. If they do not comply to their medication, their condition will be worsened. And as a result, they have to be re-hospitalized. And this will cause higher risk of suicide, longer time to remission, increase in dangerous behavior, and also poor mental performance and reduce in quality of life. They might also cause harm, danger to the people around them. As a result, a more patient-friendly dosage form, such as fast melt film, is proposed as a solution. So the objective of this research basically is to develop and characterize fast melt film, FMF, containing quetiapine fumarate, produced using the freeze dryer for schizophrenia patients to address the issues. So in this research, we are comparing different polymer, starch, HPMC, and also the guar at different concentrations. Then go through the freeze drying process. Okay, film polymer was weighed and dissolved in warm distilled water at 60 degrees Celsius. Other excipients and API were added into the solution and mixed until it was homogenized. The solution was then casted into the mold and sent to lyophilizer to freeze dry for 58 hours. The dry film was cut into 2 times 2 cm and stored. And this is the characterization result. And the physical appearance result is presented here. Okay, let's look at something which is interesting here. The SCM figure. SCM figure of starch, okay, is actually quite compact compared to HPMC. Compared to guar gum, you see more holes here. Okay, the weight and also the thickness variation. Generally, when concentration of polymer increases, the weight and thickness of the formulation also increase. And within batch show consistency in the weight and thickness. In terms of pH, all films obtain pH value of 5.0, slightly acidic. The contributing reason is mainly due to the addition of ascorbic acid in the film. Ascorbic acid is acidic in nature and has a pH range of 2.5 to 5 at 20 degrees Celsius. Tensile strength. The higher the concentration of polymer, the higher the tensile strength. If we use more polymer, then the tensile strength will be higher. The film will be stronger. Higher concentration of polymer leads to higher cross-linking and weight of polymer, forming a stronger film. Okay, folding endurance. All FMFs show a good folding endurance, which is more than 300 times, indicating a very good flexibility. Only the HPMC has an average of 2 times of folding. In vitro distillation time, higher concentration of polymer show slower distillation time and increase the concentration of polymer. Although we get a film which is tougher, which is stronger, but then it also affect the distillation time, becomes slower. Higher concentration of polymer, the water is harder to penetrate into the film structure. HPMC, starch, is more than starch and more than the guar gum. HPMC is hydrophilic in nature. With the thin thickness, water can dissolve easily to disintegrate the film. Okay, moisture content and drug content. All FMF show moisture content of less than 5%. Moisture content should be low to indicate low hygroscopicity and lesser chance of microbial growth. So in terms of drug content, all within the range of 98.23% to 10.1.34%. All formations are tested in the requirement of 90 to 110%. X-ray diffraction. Crystallinity of the drug, which is quetiapine fumarate, has reduced significantly in each FMF, hence it indicates an improvement in the solubility of drug. Quetiapine fumarate has a problem of dissolving in water. Yes, solubility in water is not really good. It's actually more crystallized in nature. But we realized that after the freeze drying process, the quetiapine fumarate has become more amorphous rather than just merely crystalline. Okay. This is the quetiapine fumarate. Okay, it's very crystalline in nature. And then these are the excipient. And you can realize, and you realize that after freeze drying, basically the crystallinity of the overall film plus quetiapine actually reduced a lot. You say that most of these ingredients has become more amorphous and with improved solubility. Okay, we have for this product we have actually won a gold medal and a Best Innovation Special Award in the MTE exhibition last year. So this is the Q-Soft roll. Why we call it the Q-Soft roll? Because the film we actually insert it in a roller tag form. So in this roller tag form, basically the patient can just take out and just dispense it, just tear out, and then they will receive a 1 unit dose. Okay, on the left hand side, this is actually the medicated chocolate, which I will explain next. And these are my 2 students working on this project. Okay, next I'm discussing something which is more interesting, which is the chocolate-based drug delivery system, the medicated chocolate containing quetiapine fumarate. Chocolate-based drug delivery system, medicated chocolate is preferred by using chocolate base, and the drug is incorporated into the prepared chocolate base. As the drug is incorporated into the chocolate and the drug is released from the chocolate, this is called as chocolate drug delivery systems. Advantages of chocolate-based drug delivery system include a potential bypass of first-pass effect and the avoidance of pre-systemic elimination within the GI tract. Okay, so this will help to solve the non-compliance. And this is also a simple and also affordable preparation method. So in this research, the problem statement, patient compliance is one of the major concerns as this will affect the success rate of the treatment. And as discussed earlier, terpene fumarate basically just assists as II and also immediate release and also extended release dosage form tablet. So some patients they find less attractive to take this kind of dosage form and also hard to dissolve. So as a result, something which is more innovative and creative is required. So the objective to develop, characterize, and optimize the amount of cocoa powder, cocoa butter, substitute, and soy lecithin in the chocolate-based drug delivery system containing quetiapine fumarate to taste mask the quetiapine fumarate chocolate-based drug delivery system and perform a palatability study. Okay, using the cocoa butter, cocoa powder, and soy lecithin, the three main ingredients to form the base of the chocolate, and the drug quetiapine fumarate, and sucralose as the artificial sweetener to mask the bitter taste of quetiapine. Preparation of blank chocolate base. Cocoa butter substitute the CBS was weighed melted at 40 degrees Celsius using incubator. Cocoa powder and soy lecithin were weighed and added into the melted CBS and mixed well. Then the mixture above was left at room temperature to be solidified and then evaluated. So evaluation tests include the taste, texture, and mouthfeel characteristics, general appearance, dimension, weight variation test, thickness test, blooming test, disintegration test, and the moisture content determination. Okay, preparation of medicated chocolate. The blank chocolate base was melted at 40 degrees Celsius using incubator until free-flowing liquid was obtained. Then the required quantity of quetiapine fumarate and sucralose were weighed and mixed well. The mixture above was then added into the blank chocolate base. Mixture was stirred well to ensure uniform mixing. After mixing, the mixture was casted into polycarbonate mold and left at room temperature to be solidified. And then this prepared medicated chocolate was evaluated for drug determination, in vitro drug release, and stability tests. So this is the formulation table that created by the design expert version 13 using a central composite design. And this is the table of the results of different physical parameters of all the formulation. Okay, in terms of dissolution study, we will compare the medical chocolate with the Sirocrel, the original drug. Basically, they have very similar drug-based profile with the medicated chocolate is actually slightly slower and lower compared to the original tablet. This is because the medicated chocolate is intended to be put into the mouth and to chew it. When you chew it, it's actually putting the chocolate to break and then releasing the drug. But then for dissolution study, we are just using the conventional dissolution tester. So there's no chewing involved in the process. So the results show that it's slightly slower. But then in actual case, if we really put it into the mouth to chew it and then to melt the chocolate, perhaps you get very similar or even maybe a faster release of the drug compared to the conventional drug. In more than 80% of the drug released after 45 minutes, the drug release pattern of medicated chocolate is similar as immediate release quetiapine fumarate tablet, slightly slower. Okay, this is the formulation of comparing the two sweeteners, stevia and also sucralose at 3 concentration. And this is the result of the palatability study, the taste masking study. Okay, this formulation 4 score the highest, score 4 in all parameters, taste, the taste, mouthfeel, and acceptance. And formulation 4 actually consists of the sweetener using the sucralose of the ratio of 1:1 get to the drug, quetiapine fumarate, as the highest marks among all parameters, including taste, aftertaste, mouthfeel, and acceptance. Thus, formulation 4 was chosen as the final optimum formulation. The result of final optimum formulation, the physical characterization result. Okay, in terms of FTR, it shows that all the significant peaks of quetiapine fumarate basically still exist in the final formulation of the medicated chocolate. So it shows that this drug is actually stable in the medicated chocolate. A discussion. Chocolate base act as a carrier to deliver the drugs in chocolate-based drug delivery system. Temperature setting in this study is very crucial due to the polymorphism of cocoa butter. FDR spectrum obtained show that the ingredients used are all present in the final product without any changes. The taste, aftertaste, and mouthfeel of sucralose was more acceptable by the volunteers compared to those of stevia. So the volunteers actually prefer sucralose over stevia. Sucralose display extremely low levels of bitterness and also intense sweetness at higher concentration. In addition, sucralose has been found safe by public health authorities worldwide on the basis of critical reviews of extensive safety research. Okay, this on the left is actually the cocoa butter tablet, and on the right is the finished product. Okay, the medicated chocolate containing fallopian fumarate. So for summary for this part of research, chocolate-based drug delivery system is a newly emerging method to deliver drugs in which the drug is incorporated into the chocolate and is released from the chocolate when placed in the mouth. Okay, the process to prepare the medicated chocolate is easy and convenient. So with this product, basically, we hope that this can solve the non-compliance issue among the schizophrenia patients and also the elderly patients with good taste, pleasant taste, and they will comply to the medication. Okay, the last part, the very last part of the is my sharing will be on the probiotics oral strip. Probiotic normally is given in solution form, okay, in a drinks, okay, like a yogurt form, or in a powder, in a sachet. You just take out, then you just pour the powders into the mouth, and then you swallow it, or in tablet or capsule form. But then we are thinking to use a very new, very creative method to deliver probiotics to the patient, which is using the oral strip ODF form. Okay, the problem statement is estimated that 2 billion people globally suffer from caries of permanent teeth, and more than 514 million children suffer from caries of permanent teeth. And then not just the children, then the older patients, they're actually having the teeth, the dental issues. The percentage of school children affected by dental caries is 60 to 90%, and this is common for both developed and also developing countries. And OFMF, oral fast melt film, might serve as an alternative dosage form for daily oral health maintenance supplement product that aims to improve and maintain their overall oral health of the public. So basically, we are actually targeting to put something in the oral cavity and then let the film to disintegrate in the oral cavity, releasing the probiotics in the oral cavity for dental health. Objective of this study aims to develop and characterize oral fast melt film containing bacillus coagulans for the maintenance of oral health. So this is our product, the ProbiMelt. Very nice color, red color film containing probiotic. Okay, it's a probiotic oral strip. Okay, the methodology, water-soluble polymers will be used as the film polymers and tested at various concentration. Polymers will be dissolved in known amount of seawater. Then plasticizer will be added to the above solution. Sweetener, flavoring agent, and probiotic bacillus coagulants will be added to the mixture, stir, and also homogenize. Solvent casting method will be employed to develop OFMF. Freeze drying process will be used to dry the film. Okay, this is the result of the film. The weight is it's a very light, very very thin, very light film with a fast integration of 16 seconds. The pH almost neutral 6.7, and also has a very high floating endurance. It's a very flexible film, okay, more than 100 times. Okay. Okay. So conclusion of my entire sharing today. If we look at the manufacturing of a product, of a pharmaceutical product, conventional product require the safety, efficacy, quality, regardless of various authority, regulatory body in different country like Malaysia, MPRA, or US, the US FDA, or other countries. Yeah, these three elements are always sought after. The authority or the regulator always looking for the safety, efficacy, and the quality of a pharmaceutical product. But then in this new era, patients are looking for something new. Beside these three factors, safety, efficacy, and quality, I would suggest that there's the fourth factor, which is convenient and also patient friendly. Okay, not just about a safe product, something effective and so quality, but then patients are looking for something which is beneficial, which is convenient for them to take, which is patient friendly. Innovative drug delivery system to deliver drug to elderly in a creative, convenient, and also patient-friendly way. This is so very important. And also moving forward, this will be a direction of drug delivery systems. Maybe not just for elderly, but also for all populations of patients that they are looking for something which is convenient for them to take. So thank you for your attention. Okay, and for any future collaboration and inquiry, you can feel free to email me. This is my official email address, liu@cyberjaya.edu.my. Feel free to, if you have any proposal to collaborate or any research work or any joint publication, I'm very open and also welcome for any collaboration and also question and answers on the floor. Okay, this is my email address. So you can contact me through this email address. Thank you very much. That's about my sharing today. And I would like to pass this session back to the chairperson.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. Liew, for delivering a wonderful session on advancement in dosage forms for elderly patients. You started the sessions introducing that elderly population is about 8.5% of total population, and it will increase by an average of 17% and reach 28% by 2050. After that, you discussed about drug delivery systems for elderly patients should be safe, effective, stable, and convenient to use. The conventional drug delivery systems are inconvenient to use by the elderly patients, and the patients are facing non-compliance with these dosage forms. So there is a need of advancement in oral dosage forms like orally disintegrating tablets, orally disintegrating films, and chewable tablets, enteric coated tablets, and extended release tablets can be developed. After that, you discussed your research and development on orally disintegrating tablets, orally disintegrating films, oral fast film melt films, and their formulations for treatment of various old age diseases. You explained us the objectives, preparation methods, and major findings of ODT, ODF to improve medication compliance in elderly patients suffering from Alzheimer's disease and schizophrenia. At last, you shared your research in formulation of medicated chocolate, which can show good compliance in case of elderly patients. You also discussed about probiotic oral strips, which can be used for treatment of dental caries. Thank you so much, Dr. Liew, for educating all of us regarding advanced researches in dosage forms for treatment of elderly patients and development of innovative patient-friendly dosage forms. Thank you so much. And now, sir, there are some questions from the participants. I will be asking you one by one. The first one is, sir, how can the pharmaceutical industry address the rising needs for combination therapies in elderly patients with multiple comorbidities?
Okay, combination therapies. Okay, there's
Right?
a layer tablet. You see, layer tablet is layer tablet, and then the ODT is ODT. But then basically we can actually integrate these two ideas, combining the layer tablet with the ODT. You to say that if let's say to target let's say one disease with let's say to keep taking two medication, then basically we can actually different layer. Okay, but both also very fast dissolution. So combining the idea of layer tablet with the ODT or ODF, it depends on the release and also the kinetic profile that you want to achieve. If let's say two also immediate release, then basically we do not need the idea of using layer table. It's just that combining two ingredients into a single ODT form also can.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, the next one is, how can pharmacists play a more active role in ensuring the optimal use of advanced dosage form for elderly patients?
The role of pharmacists, okay, this is a very good question. If you just look at the from pharmaceutical technology point of view, we are always just looking at the formulation, how to improve the formulation. But if you look at another angle, which is the practice, how do we maximize all these advanced dosage form to help the patients to achieve compliance and also maximum therapeutic effect? I think pharmacists, besides need to have update ourselves with this latest knowledge of ODT, ODF, and also other types of newer dosage form, we have to be familiar with how this product looks like and also how to take this product, and then to give counseling to the patients to advise them the proper way of taking the medication. For example, a chewable tablet, they have to chew it before swallow. But then for patients, sometimes they are ignorant. They don't know that they have to chew it and they just swallow it. So this might defeat the purpose of having the chewable tablet. Same as well for film, for the ODD. The original intention is to avoid the non-compliance. So we have to properly give counseling to the patients, telling them that how to take this medication properly. And I believe that this will help to ensure the patients to take it properly and then achieving a better therapeutic effect.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir. The next one is, sir, what are the primary considerations when conducting bioequivalence studies for drugs intended for elderly patients?
in terms of bioequivalence study. In terms of bioequivalence study, basically in bioequivalence, we look at the kinetics, look at the kinetic profile, and it depends on the different requirement by different country. But basically, in a B study, normally we just use the healthy volunteer, the healthy human volunteers there to compare the original and also maybe the newer one like the ODD and ODF. Okay, basically, we just want to make sure that it achieves the similar kinetic profile compared to the original one. It's not like too fast or too slow. If too fast, then maybe it causes another problem, which is that the drug will shoot up in the in the drug that causing more side effect.
Right, sir. So the next one is, how can advancements in sensor technology be integrated with dosage forms to monitor drug adherence in elderly patients?
Okay, how to integrate this? Okay, I will say that knowing this product is important on one hand. The other thing is beside counseling, uh, pharmacists and also the healthcare professional, basically what we can do is actually monitor, to monitor and also to help them to what will be the expectation of taking this medication. Okay, maybe the first time patients they are not convenient or they are not so sure how to take this medication. They are not so sure about what this medication is about. But we have to help them the expectation. Okay, this is a ODT or ODF. We should disintegrate very fast. Okay, it's very convenient form. So we have to monitor, especially the first time, to show them how to take this. Maybe
Right.
because the ODD and ODF, basically they will dissolve very fast, maybe less than 1 minute. So the patient have to just like stay there for just few minutes only for them for the pharmacist to show. They put in on the tongue, then you close your mouth and let it dissolve in 1 minute, then you swallow it. So after this, they will be more confident in picking this dosage form.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir. The last one, sir. What role do cost and accessibility play in the development and commercialization of advanced dosage forms for elderly patients?
So you come again, your question?
Sir, the cost and accessibility in the development and commercialization of advanced dosage forms.
The cost and accessibility.
Right. Yeah,
Okay,
right.
okay, the cost, it depends on the manufacturing method, because let's say for ODD and ODF, basically you can use very advanced method to manufacture it, but you can also use a very simple method like using the wet generation method, which is almost similar to the conventional tablet process. It's just that using higher super disintegrant, using a core process excipient, which will help to disintegrate faster. But then basically the processing cost and also the material cost basically is almost similar to the conventional
Right.
tablet. So cost normally is not an issue. In terms of accessibility, you have to look at the logistic and also how to distribute this product to the different corner in the country. Okay, because different country have, of course, have different challenges. Okay, because this will link to another with more complicated area, which is the supply chain
Right,
management.
sir.
Okay, which I'm not so comfortable to explain on that.
Thank you so much for sir for answering all the questions wonderfully. So here we come to the conclusion of the session. So thank you all for your active participation in today's 61st SPSR International Webinar on advancement in dosage forms for elderly patients. Our discussion highlighted the critical need for innovation in pharmaceutical formulation tailored to the unique physiological and therapeutic needs of the elderly population. We explored the significant progress made in the developing patient-friendly dosage forms, such as orally disintegrating tablets, transdermal patches, and liquid formulation that enhances the medication adherence and improve the quality of life for elderly patients. These advancements are not just about innovation, they are about ensuring accessibility, safety, efficacy for growing demographic that often faces challenges with conventional drug delivery methods. As researchers, healthcare providers, and industry professionals, it is our collective responsibility to continue pushing the boundaries of pharmaceutical technology, always with the patient in mind. The knowledge and insights shared today reinforce our commitment to addressing these challenges with evidence-based solutions that truly make a difference. Let us carry forward the ideas exchanged today into our respective fields and work together to drive meaningful change in healthcare for the elderly. We are deeply thankful to Dr. Shashi Alok, the National President of SPSR, for honoring us with his presence. We recognize and appreciate your commitment and guidance, and we offer our profound thanks for your significant input. We are truly thankful for the contribution of our keynote speaker, Dr. Liew Bin, whose expertise provided us with the valuable understanding of advancement in dosage forms for elderly patients. We also acknowledge our convener, Mrs. Monica Sabarwal, for her critical role in organizing this event. Our gratitude extends to all the participants for their joint efforts, which has expanded our knowledge and encouraged cooperative learning. Your combined efforts have made this webinar successful, and we anticipate further collaboration in enhancing pharmaceutical sciences and research. We are grateful for your significant involvement in the 61st SPSR International Webinar. Your engaged participation and input have been essential, and we eagerly anticipate collaborating on upcoming initiatives aimed at enhancing healthcare and well-being for everyone. Once again, thanks to our esteemed speaker and attendees for making this event successful. We look forward to your continued engagement in future discussions. Stay connected, stay innovative, and together, let's continue to enhance healthcare outcomes for all. Join us for our upcoming 62nd SPSR webinar on role of autophagy in human health. Our esteemed speaker for this event is Dr. Seema Kohli, Professor and Head Pharmacy Department, KN Polytechnic College, Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh, India. To register for the webinar, please see the registration link in the description box. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you so much, sir.